Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. My email is teamdan45@gmail.com, and if you have comments, let me know what you think of this clip up on YouTube. Hallett, Oklahoma road course is in, I believe, the exact center of the United States. Great racetrack, great improvement to the track. We went there in 2003. It was the second time I raced it. The first time, I got pictures of me being worn out afterwards. The second time, I was flying. I had probably one of the best races of my career at Hallett. Everything was clicking. The R6 was working. So let's go check out that action from Hallett, running with WERA, Western Eastern Road Racing Association, America's road race leader. And don't forget, my email is teamdan45@gmail.com. So for the Dunlop Tire WERA 6-hour national, it's going to be a little iffy. So let's see how Team Chicago does. It's the local teams and some of the WERA national teams, and let's see how it goes. If it's going to rain, if it's going to clear up. Let's see the beginning of this 6-hour national endurance. Well, the rains have finally came to Oklahoma. It's been in the hundreds for the last couple weeks. In the point standings, it's Vezra Suzuki is leading, Army of Darkness second, Velocity Crew third, Team Velocity fourth, Team Extreme is fifth, Team Infotech is sixth, Neighbor to Be seventh, Ricochet Racing eighth, Team Chicago we're ninth, Tight Squeeze is 10th. We're at Hallett, located almost in the center of the United States, and we're going to ride with Harry Tomlinson, Team Bear. Phil Young has Harry to join him at Hallett, rider out of Texas. Let's watch the start. Round 8 of the WERA National Endurance Series. Track was wet at the start. Harry's got rain tires as he comes up on Steve Karson and the Team Chicago 4 and 6 paired Yamaha. Steve is on dots. We made the decision right before the race started to go with DOTs. But the track is wet. Harry's got reins. Harry moves up towards the front. He's about in 12th to 13th place. That's Tight Squeeze with his foot down. Billy Eckridge is right in front with Team Extreme. He's on dots. Oh, rider down. Oh, taking a flip that looked like number 27. That's B&S Racing from North Carolina on that B&S Racing Psycho Sport Suzuki. Up front, it's Infotech. Second place, Vezra. Army of Darkness, but making a move is Team 234. That's Underdog Racing. They're on a 600 Yamaha. They're running that superbike class. But up front, Infotech. There comes Army, and there comes that Underdog Racing. Velocity Crew, Team Velocity, Neighbor to Beast, Ricochet. There goes Harry. He is on the gas on this competition. Kawasaki, sponsored by Champion, 4 and 6 Racing, Dunlop Tires, AirTech, Bodywork. As Harry goes over the ridge, into the slowest corner, this is the bus stop. Come out and accelerate, but the track is wet. Everybody's taking it easy during these early laps. They got that B&S Racing off the line. Still up front is Infotech, Vezra, Underdog. They are on the gas and charging. Harry's on the gas. Ricochet's right in front of him. Harry late brakes, but Harry has rode this track a few times before. He knows his way around Hallett. He's looking good. Team Bear Kawasaki's running great. It's back towards the bus stop. That's Shogun, 907s right in front of them. Steve Karson on the Team Chicago, 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha. He's running about 14th, 15th. Harry has moved up to 9th. Steve is taking it nice and easy as Harry heads over towards turn 9. It's 7, 8, and 9 is the uphill off camber. He's on the gas, looking good. And earlier we had to get some comments from some of the riders, so let's go to that right now.
Corey Bowen, Dills Gap Racing. The track's pretty slick with the rain. It's not too awfully bad. I think if it'll hold out in rain or drought, we'll be all right.
Levine, Cycle 1 out of Oklahoma City. We haven't done a WERA National this year, but this is kind of our home track, so we're going to come up and play with the guys from WERA and see how it goes. Enjoy the track, though. We've been coming out here for a long time, so for us, this is home. And a bunch of great guys out here, and so far, everything's going real good, and we'll see how we can do in the wet.
Tomlinson. I'm riding with Phil Young with Team Bear. Phil called me from Chicago, asked me to come up and ride with him. It was great to get to ride with him on the ZX6RR. It looks like it's going to be wet, but we got a good setup for it. I think we're going to go out there and get some points and have a good time.
I'm Scott Fisher with Neighbor the Beast, and the track's a great layout. It's a little bit more about racing the patches than it is about racing the overall layout, but it's pretty fun. A lot of wheelie opportunities. But I think we'll do pretty good today. We usually do all right in the rain, and we're hoping for a good finish.
Eric Falt, racing with the Cycle 1 team. Today we're on our backup, which is the Faultless Racing bike. Track is slick in spots. We're talking slime ball slick. Some parts are okay. Is it going to rain? We don't know. The riders are ready for it. We're looking for a good day.
Mike Sanchez with Shogun Motorsports, and we got 4 riders. When the rain comes, that's when the wheelies are going to come. All of us riders, besides myself, are rain specialists. Myself kind of included, so we're looking to be up front. If we get the right tire choice. Tire choice is critical, and that's about it. We'll come home top 5 overall. We're riding 600 Suzuki.
To the end of the first hour, that's Dills Gap Racing battling with Tight Squeeze Racing in the lightweight class. Sirens Racing has run off the racetrack, but the story is this team up front, Underdog Racing, and that Metric Tech, Dunlop, VP, Braking, Votex, Silkaline, Yamaha. They are flying as Steve Karson comes by in the Team Chicago, 4 and 6 Yamaha. Neighbor the Beast, they had a problem. Scott Fisher crashed on the warm-up lap. They had to go to their backup bike right off the bat. Army of Darkness is running in 4th place, but everybody's gonna have to change tires. Vezra Suzuki is gonna take over the lead as Steve Karson heads back into pits. Underdog Racing, all the super stock teams are gonna have to pit, but we don't have to change tires. We're on Dunlop DOTs. And the teams begin to change tires and riders. Let's check out this pit stop.
Dan, get on the bike. Got it? Yeah. White.
Now it's my time to do battle at Hallett Motor Racing Circuit right outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This 1.8-mile road course. Got this fast sweeping first corner, head uphill, down to the bus stop. Slow left-hander, get on the gas, shift up, got this right, go uphill, blind right-hander. Coming by, that's 22, that's Team Extreme. Go through this right-left, and then to this slower left. But the last time I raced here, I was intimidated by this track. I love this track. Get on the gas, got this short chute. Got this left, straighten out. And then his uphill right. Now they call it the bitch. I think this is a pretty neat uphill, off camber, right-hander to short shoot. And in the final corner, we run behind the pits. But WERA, after the pit stops, is up front. Army of Darkness. Now these are two super bikes, so they got bigger gas tanks and go a little further. Infotech is third. But we, Team Chicago, we're running in fourth place overall. This Team Extreme 2 is running in sixth. Shogun is 7th, Ricochet 8th, Psycho 1 on the SV is running 9th, Air 1 on the Honda is running 10th, Velocity Crew is dropped back to 11th. Second place in that lightweight class, that's Tight Squeeze 2 as we see Tight Squeeze 1 come by. But up front, WERA Suzuki, they are looking good on the gas. Phil Young's up in front of me. And they had Team Bear, 4 and 6 prepared, Kawasaki. WERA Suzuki comes by again. John Jacoby's now on the bike. They are up front. And they have WERA brakes, Suzuki Montana. There's Phil Youngman and Team Velocity crew. He comes sneaking by on his Suzuki. But they have had a problem. They're in 11th place during the second hour. As I go towards the bus stop, I'm going to late break Phil, sneak on by. Through the bus stop and then uphill. The Team Chicago R6 is running great.
We see Billy Etheridge on the Team Extreme Yamaha R1 battle with Team Infotech. Phil Caudill is now on the Team Chicago R6 for the third hour of racing. While we were in the pits, Velocity Crew and Ricochet Racing did get by us, so we are now running in sixth place.
But up front, WERA Suzuki is leading. Army of Darkness is second. Infotech third as we see John Jacoby on the WERA Suzuki Montana Nielsen Enterprise. Suzuki go flashing by. Phil is on the gas. He heads down this back chute behind the pits. Neighbor to Beast 667 is right behind Shogun, but they had that incident. That's Melissa Burkhoff on the bike. Harry Tomlinson is back on the Team Bear Kawasaki 4 and 6 champion Dunlop. We see Phil Caudill getting ahead of Ricochet. He is on the gas, looking pretty good out there. And the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha dealers. Uh-oh, red flag, red flag. It's going to bring an end to the action. Team's going back into the pits. They got to park their bike away from the pit. Mark only got to do a couple laps. So as they clean up the track, the bikes have to sit. We'll wait for the recall to start the race. And Dennis had an opportunity to talk to two of the riders from WERA.
What's the beverage of choice this afternoon?
Gatorade.
Purple Gatorade. Gatorade.
Riptide Rush, to be exact.
During that first hour, as the track was drying, that everybody's rain tires was burning up. And I thought, well, we can really make some time up on these guys if we don't burn our rain tires up. So strategically, the smart thing to do is to get out in the grass outside of turn 1 and get out there in that wet grass and try to cool them off.
It's almost halfway through the race as they wait for the green flag to continue the 6-hour National Endurance Dunlop Tire WERA National Endurance. Up front, it's WERA Suzuki. Infotech is running second, but they've got a slip and clutch. Team Velocity third, Team Extreme. Underdog Racing. Melissa Burkhoff is taking the start for Neighbor the Beast. It's Ricochet Racing. 301 Racing. But up front, WERA Suzuki. Mark Young is now on that bike. And you can see Team Infotech is dropping back. Their clutch is slipping. They've got to take it easy. They've still got 3.5 hours of racing to go. Coming in the pits now, it's Bradley Champion taking on fuel. They change their tires. The pits now is Team Extreme on that R1. It's Team Extreme 2. And they're sponsored by Suzuki of Canton, Pennzoil, Michelin, Sonomi, Votex. But really charging through the field, but they also had a crash during that second hour. It's Underdog Racing as Billy Eckridge gets on the R1, and it's his time to do battle. But in the pits now, it's Team Bear. Harry Tomlinson's going to turn it over to Phil Young. Let's check out this pit stop.
Red light. Gas light. I'm going to wait you guys off. All right. That's all right.
Phil Caudill come flashing by.
I think you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
As Phil takes the Team Bear Kawasaki 4 and 6 prepared AirTech Champion Cycle Center Dunlop tire Kawasaki as we get into the 4th hour of racing. Vezra Suzuki is still up front. Army of Darkness is still second. Infotex, Team Velocity, Team Extreme has moved to 5th. Team Chicago, we are 6th. Shogun as Steve Karson is now on the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared Yamaha. In the pits now is Team Velocity Racing. They are running in 4th place. They're going to change both tires. Steve Karson right ahead of Steve. I think that's, he's at 301, Team 301. They're on a Suzuki 600. They got a little bit of snot in that motor. Not the easiest bike to get around. He's slow in the corners, but he's quick enough on the straightaways as Phil tries to get by 2. Steve takes the outside line, gets pinched a little bit as they head towards the bitch. Uphill, off camber, right-hander. Steve gets on the gas. Can he make it work? Phil's right there. Vezra Suzuki and Velocity Crew Racing just got by. Steve, you got to get on the gas. He takes that outside line. He gets by. Phil is on the gas. He's trying to catch up with 301. Tucks in behind. Got this uphill. Phil's on the gas. Is he going to late brake him? Shoots by. Grabs the brakes. Boy, you really got a hard brake in this corner. Phil goes a little wide, but he's back on the gas. Heads towards a blind right hand, left hand S's. As you see, Deal Gap Racing has now moved into the lead in that lightweight superbike class.
With 5 hours in the books and 1 hour to go, Vezra Suzuki is still up front. Second place is Army of Darkness. Third place, Team Infotech. Fourth place is Team Velocity Racing. Extreme 2 on the Yamaha is running in 5th. Shogun Racing is running 6th. Team Chicago, we are in 7th place. Team Ricochet is 8th. Velocity Crew Racing is running in 9th. Neighbor to Beat is 10th. Underdog Racing is 11th. As we see Phil Young on the Team Bear running in 12th place. Metro Power Sport is running 13th. Deal Gap Racing running 14th place as Steve Karson heads back into the pits, and I will finish the race.
1 hour to go. I'm on the gas. I have turned the fastest laps I can imagine. I'm only a couple seconds slower than Steve and Phil. In fact, it's not even 2 full seconds. I'm turning some great time, but coming by, it's that Ruben Frankenfield on that Team Velocity Racing. They're running in 4th place. There's a battle going on in middleweight superstock. And we're going to move into the final minutes of this 6-hour Dunlop Tire WERA National Endurance Series. Right in front of me, just snuck by, it's Sam Fleming. He's back on it, Army of Darkness 600 Suzuki. See if I can keep up with Sam. They are in 2nd place overall on it. ArmyofDarkness.com, Tower Analysis, Loudon Motorsport, Cooper Performance, Michelin, Vesra, M4, Sprocket Specialist, Badly Psycho, Traction Dynamics. As we come up on Siren Racing, that's Beth Rice, and at Ed Bagby Racing School, the Plastic Doctor, DB Motorsport, Bridgestone, they're in a SV. Sam moves in inside, I go right with them. We head up turn 9, I'm on the gas. Head down this back chute. And into the last corner. Team Velocity is running 4th. They're ahead of Ricochet right now, that's running 7th. Velocity Crew Racing, they're running 9th. Ricochet's right ahead of us in 7th. Velocity's in 9th. We're in 8th place. Team Velocity's running 4th as I catch up with Sam through this slow corner, but Sam gets back on the gas a little quicker. And through this blind right-hander. Vesra Suzuki is still up front. And you have Vesra Brake, Suzuki, Montana, Nielsen Enterprise. I try to keep up with Sam, turning some good laps. Harry Tomlinson and T-Bear. 3rd place, 31, that's Team Infotech, Valor Moto. As we head uphill out of turn 9, down this back chute. It's getting towards the end of the race. 6 hours, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit, just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma, right in the middle of the country. We head down this front straightaway. We're only 60 miles from Interstate 35, 20 miles north of 44, almost smack dab in the middle of the United States. Team Velocity is still running 4th. Velocity Crew has gotten by Ricochet, but I think they're going to run out of time to run us down. Vesra Suzuki is still up front. I'm still trying to chase down Army of Darkness, running 2nd. That's Sam Fleming. Underdog Racing, with their crash, they have moved it up to 11th place. Neighbor of the Beast is in 10th. Team Bear is running in 12th place. They have had a magnificent recovery. They wasted that time changing the rain. Harry Tomlinson comes by. Infotech running a solid 3rd. So we head uphill one more time. The Vesra Crew is waiting for the checkered flag to make it around the last corner. And the checkered flag flies to end this 6 hours. Vesra Suzuki, Army of Darkness, Team Infotech, Team Velocity, Extreme 2, Shogun, Ricochet, Team Chicago, Velocity Crew, Neighbor of the Beast is 10th, Underdog 11th, Team Bear is 12th, Metro Power Sport 14th overall, and they won lightweight class as the Vesra Crew cheers on. The checkered flag in the points. Music for the show by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue and Travesty, and all this music recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. In the points, it's Vezra Suzuki up front. Army of Darkness second. Velocity Crew was third. Team Velocity fourth. Team Infotech is fifth. Team Extreme sixth. Neighbor to Be seventh. Ricochet eighth. Team Chicago ninth. And BS made it up to 10th. In the classes, Vezra is leading heavyweight superbike, heavyweight superstock, Team Extreme, lightweight superbike. It's tight squeeze, and deal gap. Special thanks to WERA and Dennis Torres for the additional video footage. The middleweight superstock, we're still in 5th place. And that's it from Hallett Motor Racing Circuit, the Dunlop Tire WERA 6-hour national endurance.
For more information on WERA, America's road race leaders, their website is WERA.com. To contact me, it's teamdan45@gmail.com. Let me know what you think of this clip. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action.